Let's get the fuck out of here. Bro, we gotta go. It looks out across the lake with thousands of stare. He says nothing. Says Ivor, the whole place is flooded. We could try and walk the muddy parts, but it'll slow going. We could try to float a caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea. Fucking Jesus. Yo, I'm gonna make the risky play. We're gonna float across. Spend some time rigging wagons afloat. What is that? Whatever else you have in hand. The rest of the caravan finds anything you can find float on. Small makeshift raft, swim, deep breath. Set off from the bank. You do your best to float the various raging groups. Your caravan across the muddy lake towards Bursgard. Things quickly go bad between rafts, pulling apart the people, tipping into the murky water of the lake. Eventually, you gather everyone up, but you lost precious time and supplies to the bog. Shit. 20 supplies? Damn. That sucks. Now I off to sleep, shouts a fire pull. You're back to attend flames quickly consume the supply wagon in a few tents. A woman cries out, my boy, and points to the burning tent closest to the outlying Varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spraying fire with terror in their eyes. Oh my god, Varl and fire, dude. It's fucking annoying. Oh, go save the boy. This fucking Varl can't do anything. Wrapping her cloak around you in smoke flames, then become blurry and grab the boy. Slice through the back of the canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older Varl. The crowd cheers your heroic act. Unfortunately, the supply wagon did not make it. Are you joking me? In the depths it was about. The modern supplies aren't there. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened. You think to yourself. Oh, this is bad. Holy shit. Onef pulls you aside. I have a couple of concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says in private. I'll find quite a place to talk. What's on your mind, buddy? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? I mean, I assume, like, is this about Echo? Like, that's an obvious example. I've been watching Folk and Science. I join you. Your enemies are from Skorg. They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they die to protect you. Suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me you have no problem following men's orders now? After everything that's happened in Eintorf? They join us voluntarily. And they might voluntarily put a sword in your gut, too. What happens in the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Kramer gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. I don't really think they could. Doesn't mean they won't. Not the biggest problem though. There's Mender with us. Mender who pulls lightning out of the sky tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think, lucked out when the mentor didn't show up in Sugar. Ivan, just the apprentice, when in the depths, is the master capable of. Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I mean, Ivan's cool. It seems cool. Heard they found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dread started showing up. This nervous serpent shows up in Eintorf. Terror of the world itself takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they need the help instead of the Mender Council. How does that make any damn sense? You might be distorting what happened. Or Ivan might be. And he's getting into his fucking... They're making the frogs gay! He's getting into conspiracy theories. Fucking Viking Alex Jones over here. I know what you've done to us this far, Brooke. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways. Speak, nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air when you look down. Ov is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. Wow, that's a really shitty thing to do, Onef. Your vision blurs, the blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle, and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Almost fighters from Frostfurler leap into action, cutting down people. As Oldalef turns the fire on the men, Onef runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking a stride. Drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Eggle in the throat. Wow, thanks, dude. And Onef heads straight for Elet, who freezes an unbridled terror. Rise to your feet, the pain, Eggle. All of are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lungs might be punctured. Oh, this sucks. Olo catches Elet's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls near the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. Bro! Guess we'll take Nid. We got this guy too. We got all these injured people. Nice. You're the only one that can wear it. That doesn't really matter. My strength doesn't really matter to him. Oh, and even this too. What does this do? Ah, that wouldn't work for him. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Alright, we should begin. here, fine. Let's put him over here to back up this fight. Wow, did you? Wow, really? Okay. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Get out of here. Wow, that was really shitty. I'm gonna go over here. One shot her. That's not what I wanted to do. Shit, that sucks. That at all, dude. Fuck. That was... Ah, I thought I had things. Fuck. Not enough flail. Yeah, I could use more flail. I don't have my flail boys with me anymore. Echo was injured. I don't think I'm really utilizing Evan that well. Whereas the lead shuts Ivor tearing through the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappear, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In the haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by sights. You tear through the trees. As ball clearly, Alette lies with their back against a tree. Her hand in her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onif, an arrow buried in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then in Onif. I killed him, she says. Good job, sweetie. Fuck that guy. Are you alright? You cringed as much from the pain as apparent a lot after her bloody struggle with Onif. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding. So she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's the needle? On the left. Anyone? Ivor, I found them. Just as your sight goes back, and you see Ivor and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it. Her eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. I'm a big tough main character, bro. Don't worry about it. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your hand to her instead. Words come out easier than you expected. Hold it left. Ivan, we're here. She's going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. Imagine. Oh, she's left. Traitor son of a bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. But there are a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Ivan. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. I literally have no idea. He just seemed like he was nuts. I have no idea. Echo killed a good half dozen of Onif's men by himself. He told me Onif was running Frostfur the whole time. He left Frostfur behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Echo was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Owen went after those west from Skorg. He must have thought with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest to the dredge as bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone in the caravan anymore. Well, I have to be more cautious. None of the changes. Like the Beller is somewhere up upon us. Right, so we might buy us some time, but you've got just to keep moving. How's the wound? Our left wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, well, I'm really glad you would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Well, I mean, all you could have done. So you have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. And maybe you would. I heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. Oh, you wait. I'm sorry, Rook. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. He died in Eintorf. It just didn't seem like the right time to, put the burden on you. I should have said something. Wow, he's been dead for a while. Jeez. How did you not notice, Rook? I'm glad to have a let around. And you, Rook. I mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I would be the first to give a dirty look for a suggestion. But yeah, I got a sword in my back. Live things along a moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. Okay, thanks. We're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean, I'll talk to you later. Good old trusty Eckle. Look who it is. Still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Eckle. I heard you helped drive off the traitors with Onif attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I know it's so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onif? Didn't I? Well, I mean, no, you didn't. How many times did I tell you to call? Did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, I was gonna murder your whole family? That would have been nice to know. You didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Why'd you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I want him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into, over time, he never cared. And I gave up. And did what he wanted. Don't know what happened. That's a really fucked up story. When I attacked you and Frostborough, I guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. I guess you can stay, dude. Had no plans to go anywhere. As long as you walk around with my own axe and everything. Doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. Consider what you to say. I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. Should your hand... What a weirdo.